great career.
Who'd like you go first?
Where did that one go wrong, Craig?
So yeah,
Where did that one go wrong for you?
well, about 80 minutes actually, but we got off to an ordinary start. You know, they were 12-0 before we sort of blinked really, and so just didn't get any better from the start, to be quite honest. So that second half, we were just under pressure the whole time. You know, they done a great job. They just strangled us the second half, and with all due respect, you know, probably if there's a positive for us, it was probably our second half, with the amount of field position and the ball they had, you know, inside our 20-metre zone. I think the score was 12-0 the second half, I think, 14-0 or whatever. So, you know, for us, we got to take something positive out of it. That was it.
I know you're under strength, Craig, but did you expect a better performance?
Oh yeah, without doubt.
And your team put it up tonight?
Yeah. Like I say, we had a couple of guys out, and you know, 3 guys out from last week. But at the end of the day, it's, you know, other teams, that happens. That's going to happen again this year to us as well. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, the guys that come in, you know, we expect them to do a job, you know, and just play to their strengths and get their job done. You know, it was more than that. Wasn't the only problems tonight. Yeah.
Given the outs, do you read much into the result?
Say again?
Given the players who were missing, do you read much into the result in terms of a long-term trajectory?
Well, if we weren't, you know, if we didn't think we were a chance, we would have forfeited and just went up to the coast. So, at the end of the day, like, yeah, it's probably a game we needed, to be quite honest, after, you know, 3 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks where we've won really well. So, with all due respect, that was a you know, a good come down for us tonight, and we got what we deserved tonight, and perhaps we haven't been going as good as other people thought. So, like I say, it's, you know, we'll learn from that. Well, hopefully, we'll learn from that, and then you know, we'll be a bit better too.
I think Cam Munster said on Channel 9 it was like watching under 12s team. Is that Cam being Cam, or is there an element of truth to that, do you think?
Munster said what? We were under 12 team?
Played a bit like an under 12s team, yeah.
Well, the other team was about under 16s or 18, so yeah, he could be right. Like some of the areas, like I think we threw 3 forward passes tonight, you know, from dummy half. Like, you know, I can't remember the last time we done that, you know, but like I say, we just done some things that, you know, again, I'm not quite. We didn't show any patience at all, you know, when we did have the ball, but we didn't complete well. I think, you know, we're only 50% after 10 minutes, and that's 10 or 12 minutes, and that's when they were 12-0. So, you know, they scored a couple of tries off kicks, which, you know, I think we could have done a lot better job at if we'd have worked a little bit harder. So a couple of examples there, but as I said, we'll take the positive out. You know, I think they had about a bit over 40 tackles in our 20-metre zone in the second half. We had 2, so we were they had us under pressure the whole half. So to come out, you know, just 12-0 in the second half, you know, that's not a real big positive to take out. But you know, if we're going to take a positive out of it, that was it. And like I say, we just know now we just have to be better. That's all it comes down to.
Craig, what happened with Jerome? Was he all never going to play?
Well, he didn't train all week, and we just thought it was a certain injury of the calf, but it turned out that it wasn't that injury. It was a bit more severe, and we didn't find that out until Saturday morning, I think, so when we pulled him out. So,
What's the prognosis? Is it?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Like I say, we only really found out this morning, so he got pulled out this morning. So, yeah, you know, it was only, you know, a couple of weeks, but, you know, I'm not quite sure. I didn't really sort of go into specifics on how long they think or how long, you know, it's going to be.
And in terms of Wishart, was he always going to play fullback, or did you chop?
Oh, not really. Like, you have to name your team on Tuesday, you know. So we had a couple of options there with him, and obviously Nick's played, you know, a lot of fullback with the Bulldogs. So they were the ones that were probably vying for it. You know, with Nick though, he's been playing really good on the wing for us. So, you know, and wish he's a tough kid, and, you know, he works hard. So, you know, we decided that, I think on, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday, that's the way we're going to go. Yeah, so, yeah.
Showed a bit of character. He had that tough moment at the end of the first half where he dropped the bomb and you could see he was pretty devastated.
Yeah.
But he stuck at it in the second half. And
Yeah, as I said, he didn't get much help there. He, you know, he's got kick out charging down on him. I think we could have done a little bit better there. And but like I say, he's a tough kid. He's a real good kid. He works hard, keeps his head down. So you know, his old man was tough. Everyone who remembers him. So he's just the same. So yeah, he'll be good for us again. You know, he had that moment today, but you know, there's a lot of other players that had that moment too.
Craig, you sort of mentioned it there, but I spoke to Isaiah Yeo last week after they lost to Parramatta, and he sort of suggested it might have been a learning exercise to have worked out what the level's going to be come the end of the year. Do you think you might read something into tonight and go back and tell the players, you know, this is a bit different to playing Warriors and the likes of them?
Yeah, well, if they didn't think that was going to be a bit different, then you know, their last 3 weeks, well, they would have got a shock tonight. So yeah, as I said, it's you know, I know someone said last week, you know, playing the last three or 4 weeks is, you know, that's not great for this game against Penrith, and he was probably right. But at the end of the day, you know, you're not going to, when you get 20 in front, you're not going to tell the players to, you know, drop the ball or, you know, or kick it early or whatever. You know, you're still playing to the style you want to play to, you know, and you know, so that's, like I say, we haven't sort of been in just basically in the trenches tonight. You know, we knew that's the sort of game it was going to be, but like I say, we just didn't have a good start, and then we were just chasing our tails, and I just thought we lost a bit of patience, and yeah, like I say, just sort of snowballed from there. So, but like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, Penrith, you know, we know you know what a quality side they are. You know, they are a really good side, and you know, you're going to have to play really well to beat them, and we were far from that tonight. And as I said, you know, I think we probably got what we deserved.
Practice with Penrith, what impresses you most? Are they doing anything different this year?
I think they're doing, you know, a couple of things different. I think the, you know, Kikau and Martin are probably a little bit. They were doing a bit last year, but you know, just chasing those kicks through and really competing on them. You know, that sort of, you know, I think they're a bit more intent on doing that this year, so that changes things. Obviously, they've got a few new players too. You know, young May on the wing has been, you know, exceptional for them. You know, so yeah, I just think too. You know, they've been together a long time now. So the more you're together, the closer the bond comes, but also, you know, the better the combinations get too. You know, so as I said, you know, they're one hell of a team, and obviously with Cleary there, with his running game and then his kicking game. Yeah, he gets their sets off to pretty good starts.
just they were pretty relentless in the second half. What was your sort of thoughts on the way the second half played out?
Yeah, well, we were just coming off our line the whole time. I think a real strength of theirs is their back three. We wanted to try and limit their metres, but they were really strong tonight and just managed to get them out of trouble every time. And Cleary's kicking game just kept us in that corner. We just couldn't get out of it, and our end of sets need to be a bit better. And I think we'll be better. I think it's a good week for us to look at ourselves and come into the review and look for a good game next week, because we got taught a few lessons tonight, I reckon.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.